Okay, so we're back for our second segment for today's show. Rather, gathering, brunch. We were just discussing off air, well, how much of a double standard we think it is when men do certain things, everybody gives them a high five, and women do certain things, they're looked at more or less as frowned upon, even looked at somewhat of like a scourge of the earth, so to speak. But one thing in particular, when it comes to dating and relationships, Russell and I mean, I give Russell a high five all the time when he tells me he's seen multiple girls. Russ, good work. I'm living through you vicariously.
Wow.
Keep it up, Russell. Keep it up. Same thing goes for Chris. But if Lisa told me she was seeing multiple dudes,
I know.
I would not be happy with her about that.
See that?
Why?
Okay? I don't like that.
Why?
Because I think she should be with one dude.
Why?
And that's what I think.
That's
That's what my mom told me.
Come on,
There's a
defend
question on
her.
the table, Pierre.
Why? You know what? Honestly, I couldn't tell you why. I mean, maybe it's the upbringing. Maybe it's the upbringing.
No,
I mean,
because
I think
you know
society.
that the women are more moral than you people. Men.
That's people.
You have
Oh, Chris,
We're now
us people.
Yeah, you people.
Ooh. Is there a double standard? That is the question.
Of course there is, definitely. I mean, women can't. Well, when you say dating, are you talking about?
No, more than dating. More than dating.
Okay.
More than dating. Definite friends with benefits.
Hey,
It's very unfortunate.
it should be one and one. That's it.
That's what you think.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Now,
It's-
if you did that, I would frown upon you too.
It's unfortunate
You would?
because men are just as
Absolutely.
susceptible to the disease.
I wouldn't be
as
high
women.
fiving him.
I
True.
wouldn't high five him either, but I'd expect it.
You would expect
I
it.
would expect it. I would not expect it.
You'd
No.
expect
You not expect it.
You would
No.
not.
No,
If
why
he was
not?
of good moral character, he would not be sleeping with multiple women at the same time. Absolutely not. It is totally frowned upon.
Ooh, that's a tough one right there.
Oh,
Of good moral character.
Well,
Wow.
Is he?
You
Is
know,
a man? Well, but you know what? I made a comment. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and not retract. I'm definitely not retracting it, but I'm gonna try to phrase it more delicately. I don't know if it's society, but if it's actually the truth. But to some extent, I'm also inclined to believe that it's man's nature. It's in man's nature.
no, I don't think it's a man's name.
Not to be cheats, but to have multiple partners.
No.
Well, they want to have their cake and eat it too.
Well, that's human nature.
But I think that the society that we live into, especially in the people of color's communities, the statistics show that there's a large ratio of single women to single men, and I think sometimes men take advantage of that. And to couple that off, sorry to the women, but I think sometimes the women allow it to happen if you
No,
will.
okay, well,
Right.
if the truth be known,
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
thoughts
they
about that
don't
is,
forget
you
that,
do,
right?
no, you do allow it. You do allow it because you're focused on that type of man as opposed to a man that's gonna love you for who you are, irrespective of anything else, race, creed, color, anything else.
Well,
That's what love is
that's
supposed
a
to be.
combination, but I think that women grow up with this fairy tale. Even look at the man the Craigslist killer just now. His fiance is sticking by him. My fiance would never do that. I think women, they fall in love and then everything gets kind of fudged. They see what they want to see and they don't see what they don't want to see.
But that's love. That's the whole love.
Yeah, but
of
men
life.
don't have that same kind of love.
That's not true.
I don't disagree with that. Chris,
Put it this
I think
way.
Chris disagrees
No.
with that.
I think that
Hold on.
a woman would forgive a man who cheated far quicker than a man would forgive a woman who
I think
cheated.
Chris has a
Did you
point.
ask him?
He's disagreeing with both points. Go ahead,
Oh,
but
jeez.
I mean, honestly, I really don't know. But I guess it really depends on the person. I mean,
At the end of the day, yes.
frankly myself, I don't know of any guys that I know of who, actually, I had a discussion with that actually came out and said they found their woman cheat on it, whether, married, single, whatever, someone they were going with, and, just openly discuss that, to say that they were willing to forgive a person for doing that. I mean, I guess really it depends on the individual. I don't know if I could agree with that statement. Only because I don't have the background statistically or from,
Your own
my
personal
experience.
I'm not a man, but when I've been privy to male conversations, and I certainly share in a lot of women's conversations, I know that women will talk about their man, and it's like such a wonderful thing to be in a relationship with a good man. And they will say, I love this man, I want to do this for this man. But I think it's kind of shied upon when a man says how much he loves a woman, because then the other men will say, oh, you're a wuss.
No, I disagree with that.
That's not true.
I disagree.
That's not true. That's
Okay, well, disagree. Make your
No.
point then. Make your
No,
point.
I mean, hey, it's simply the opposite of that. The fact of the matter is that men, believe it or not, men actually want the same thing that women are looking for as well. When you're looking for that significant other, somebody that completes them, somebody that can really build with. Because in a lot of ways, doing anything, you're just wasting your time. You're spinning your wheels. You understand what I'm saying? So to sit there and think that we're all out there to just be out there,
I think
is not true.
that sounds really nice.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, I think a woman will tend to be more satisfied with her partner than a man would be.
That
He
is
may
not
find
true.
this
That is
perfect.
not
Women are
true.
more
That-
vocal about it, that's all.
Yeah,
That's all.
I think.
Women are just more vocal about it,
Yeah.
more emotional.
Would you take back a woman that cheated on you?
Oh, why did you go there?
Yes, you did. Oh, man.
The response says the response says it
And it so
all.
happens I'm the only married
Territorial.
person here right now. Oh my God.
No, come on, speak for the man.
They would never. Well, not
Don't say
I'm not
never.
saying
Don't say
never.
never.
Most of them
It's
would.
territorial. It's a
But-
matter of trust. I mean, the person cheated on you once, that one time you caught the person.
Women take them back all the time. Same thing.
Because we don't mean it.
You don't mean it.
And you see it, but especially with West Indian men, you
Oh
will
my
find
God.
that women know about other people that the men may be with, and ultimately come to accept it. I have yet to see a relationship where a man knows about another man and accepts that. And I see it all the time with men and multiple women.
So what are you saying? We should change
Yes,
that?
there is a double standard, that's all I'm saying.
Well, you need to work it out.
We need to work
Doesn't
it
seem
out.
like the men are having a problem with it.
There's no drug problem. You get drugs anywhere.
You need to take that up to the local ERA.
No, but why is that though? That if a
Yeah,
woman
why?
has multiple partners, she's considered a hoochie, while a man has multiple partners, he's considered a player. Why is
Why
that?
are you not
I don't know why you keep stopping me. Whenever I get caught up in this fucking
Congratulating you for having
I'm sitting in my head like this.
Why is it that you need to have
No,
more than
well,
one
first of
woman?
all, I can't answer that question because that question isn't true in itself. So let's stop that right there. But I guess to entertain the whole thought, why is it? I don't know if it's really
Do you
celebrated
think
at
it's
all.
okay if one guy, you, to have multiple women dating,
Guys do
being
that.
more friends than
I mean, when they're
benefits?
young, they do that. You know what I'm saying? I think
When they're
the
old,
guy-
they do that.
When they're old,
No, the majority of
When
guys,
they're
when
older,
they're
they do
still
that.
trying to find their way, they don't really know who they are as a person, they're gonna date a
Right.
bunch of women.
'Cause we're looking for the
Yeah, but they're gonna string them along. Why are you gonna string along 3, 4,
Well, I mean,
5
let's talk
women?
about the dating part of it, all right? You're dating, you're courting different women. Is that a problem? No. Is it a problem when you bring the physical into it, when you bring the sex involved?
Yes.
That's when it's an issue, right?
No.
So it's almost, no, we put I'm
It's
asking.
an issue when you're not truthful to all your
Yes,
partners.
Exactly.
That's
If
when
you're
it
open,
is.
if you're open about that,
Right.
then it's not an issue.
Then it's not an issue.
But how
So,
often do you think
and it
men
happens-
will say, oh, I'm sleeping with somebody else, but let's sleep together?
Very often. Very often. Quite often.
Really?
Yes.
I must.
You need to get out more.
I think I need to get out more often, really.
They put it out
And
there.
so women will
And
say,
women will be like,
it's
okay.
all right.
Well, they're gonna say it's okay,
Can I-
but they're not gonna leave.
and can I tell you why?
He's empowering the woman. He's allowing her to make a full informed decision.